Okay, so what do I have here is my garden hedger that I got from my dad, and it's about, I would say about 16 years old. I think we got it in 2004. Really didn't use it that much, but it did sit, and didn't use it for some time. Started to turn to crap. You could tell just from the gas tank, turned a little yellow there. Pulled the plug out. It was pretty black. I was able to scrape most of the carbon buildup off. I'm going to try to use this. I did pick up a whole bunch of parts from Home Depot to resuscitate this thing. Tell you right now, it's in pretty used condition. Needs a good cleaning. So I went ahead, pulled the plug out. I took out the fuel tank, pulled out the fuel line. Gonna replace this because it's all swollen, and it's all pretty hard. You can't really squeeze it at all. So I'm pretty sure fresh fuel won't even flow in there. I did check this out, the crank, and it did turn pretty easily. So I'm just gonna try to nurse it back to health and clean it up a little bit and go from there. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so part 2 of trying to get this Echo gas hedger started. And I actually did get it started. It took about 4 days of letting good old mechanic in a bottle soak inside of it. The last time I started this, it was about 6 years ago. So what I did was I did follow the instructions. The stuff is great. Get it at Home Depot. I think it's about $5-6. Definitely worth the money. Poured 2 ounces. Well, first thing I did was take out the gas tank, clean it out. Then I went ahead and changed the fuel line. So I think it was like about $15 to get a new kit from Home Depot also. So it has the air filter, the return, and the inlet. The grommet, pain in the butt, but it does fit. It's a universal, and then it has the fuel pickup with the fuel filter. The old one, which I can show you, was in real bad condition. It's in there, it's all gummed up. As you can see the grommet, how it's all swollen up. Those lines are so hard, they won't even, you can't even press on them. So anyways, so out with the old, in with the new. So anyway, left this in, I primed it. I had to change the primer bulb also. So what you do is feed that stuff in the gas tank, prime it. Try your best to get it primed into the carburetor. You want that stuff to sit, and then it's just basically massaging it. I want to say when I had the mechanic in a bottle, it was just that, and I would just try to prime the carburetor, trying to get the fuel to just kind of come in and out. You could probably hear that suction. That means the little diaphragm inside the carburetor is opening and closing, my assumption. But either way, fuel was able to come and go from the carburetor, which is a good sign. At least it's starting to open up and everything else. So after I was able to do that exercise, took about a couple hours. Then I went ahead and added some fresh fuel inside it. Fresh gas with the mixed blend stuff for these 2-cycle engines. I dumped it in there, and then I started to massage it, or prime, or I say massage, but it's really just pressing the primer bulb to get that fluid mixed in there. And then I tried to start her up. First day, I probably spent about 10 minutes trying to turn it on. No go, it wouldn't even kick over or sputter, nothing. Checked the plug, nothing. The plug is fairly clean and new, so I went ahead and day 2 tried it again. Wasn't getting far. Day 3 tried it again, didn't get any far. Today's day 4, letting it sit with mechanic in a bottle, and just like I said, just pressing the primer bulb, you know, cold start, you know, trying to pull the cord and get her started, and lo and behold, it started. But what I did is when you get the fuel repair line, it actually comes with a gasket that you can fix under here. Let me take it off to show you. You just get a little cheap pick, and you can actually pry that thing out and replace that rubber seal inside. And when you replace that rubber seal, it actually creates a tighter seal, so it's nice and tight in there. Yeah, I went ahead and emptied out the fuel out of here, kind of drained out all the fuel, and I'm getting ready now just to put it away for a little bit. I probably won't use it for about another week or two, but I still want to get all the fuel out and practice proper storage procedures for gas powered tools. Yeah, with the new fuel line, fuel filter, that gasket, primer bulb, mechanic in a bottle, it's ripping and rocking. So if you ask me, is a mechanic in a bottle worth it? You give it about 4 days, it's definitely worth it. I didn't want to have to spend $50 and try to get a new carburetor and mess around with that. So, you know, $5 and maybe about another 20 or less than, total $20. Was able to get this almost 20-year-old piece of hardware up and running. So, well worth it. All right, check it out.